have a quick message for many of you guys, and this message that God gave me last night compares to, not compares, but it resonates with the other messages I've been putting out for the last week and stuff relating to, you know, being obedient and relating to receiving from God. Many times people will look at people who have a relationship with God and they will sit there and they will wonder, how do you have the relationship with God that you have? How do you hear from God more? How do you receive instructions? How did you get to the level of your life where you got to? You see what I'm saying? And many times people will also look at other people of God, and they'll start comparing their lives. And this is where a lot of the hate comes from. This is where a lot of the animosity comes from. And a lot of the times what people don't understand is many times people receive things from God that they don't ask for. So yes, sometimes honor comes with your walk with God. Sometimes, you know, recognition comes with your walk with God. But because a lot of people are so focused on a person's lifestyle, what blessings a person has received, where a person is status-wise in their life, they're so focused on that, they don't see the behind the scenes. They don't see the in-between. They don't see what had to happen before they got there. They don't see that this is a blessing that God may have granted them with. Yes, there's greedy people out there. There's people who are fame hungry, money hungry, and all of that. But a lot of the times when you're a child of God and you do what God has for you, and you focus on and you're obedient and you are accepting God and you are open to God, because my pastor today talked about being open and receptive to God. Many times when that's how you are with God, you end up receiving additional things you did not ask for. Okay, just like in Solomon 3, he basically asked God for wisdom. He asked God for a discerning heart, and that's all he asked God for. He didn't ask God for honor. He didn't ask God for fame. He didn't ask God for any of that. Do you see what I'm saying? Just like David never asked God for a lot of things that he had. Okay, Job never asked God for a lot of things that he had. God just granted these individuals with blessings on top of blessings. Just like Esther didn't get on her knees and say to God, I want to marry the king and I want to receive this type of fame or lifestyle or honor, recognition. No, a lot of times God will grant you with additional when you are receptive, when you are able to receive from him. Okay, but the problem is a lot of people are so focused on what someone has, they lose their own sight of God. I'm here to tell you guys something. What God whispered to my ear through my ear last night is beautiful. And he literally said to me, fame does not open your eyes, faith does. So for many people who are like, how do I build a stronger relationship with God? How do I get myself out of the position I'm in? How am I able to hear God more clearly? How can I receive instructions from God so I can change my life? You have to have faith in God to be able to open your eyes, to be able to receive what God needs you to do, to receive more better, clear instructions. Like I said in the other video, many times when things are going well for you, it's easy to have faith. It's easy to have faith when things are going well for you. But where your faith is truly tested and where your faith really matters is when things are not going well for you. When God sees that you are humble and you are still humble and you still have a lot of faith in him, despite what you don't have, that's when he will bless you more. That's when he will pour into you more. Not just pouring into you materialistically. I'm talking about pouring into you spiritually, where now you can hear him clearly, see him clearly, feel him clearly. You can receive more information, and that's how you better your walk with him, and that's how you are able to receive more from him without you even asking for more. Do you get what I'm saying? So God says fame does not open your eyes, faith does, right? So the next time you see someone and you almost get caught up in comparing yourself to them, or you see someone and you may feel some type of way about either their status or what they have, whatever, just remember that some people didn't ask for what they have. They received it through faith. They received it through obedience, right? And what people don't understand is when you're so focused on wanting what someone else has or hating someone for what someone else has, do you know like you're glorifying what they have more than faith itself? Do you know that? Remember, if you had that much faith in God, you wouldn't have to hate on someone else. If you had so much faith in God, you wouldn't have to be jealous of someone else. If you had so much faith in God, you wouldn't be comparing yourself to them. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of people prove that they lack faith by doing this stuff. And God says the most important thing, fame is not important. What someone else has on external is not important, right? Fame does not open your spiritual eyes. Faith does. So if you want your spiritual eyes open and you want to be able to receive more from God, you have to have faith. But when you're hating and when you're jealous and when you're comparing yourself, that shows a lack of faith. That shows a lack of faith, and that blocks miracles from happening in your own life. Do you get what I'm saying? Whenever you see someone, you're not hating on them, not comparing yourself, but you see them, sometimes you look at them and be like, okay, that person may have had a lot of faith to get to where they are. That should be more of an encouragement. That should be more of a motivation. You get what I'm saying? Instead of, the opposite. Right? So just remember that. Have more faith in God and you will see a lot more miracles happening and coming into your life. Okay, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.